understand if everyone going
The
to
mics
Reds.
are hot, dude.
What?
The mics are hot.
Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Tuesday. Sorry, Happy Devils Thursday. Sorry, I got the wrong day. This is Game Day Live, coming to you live from American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center, next to Championship Plaza. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Shorts Guy, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. We're waiting for Vinnie Parise, always fashionably late to this podcast. We'll have to have a little talk with him afterwards.
That's that like slower life, Midwestern, Midwestern lifestyle.
Yeah, he probably goes 35 miles an hour on the highway.
Does. He
Just
probably
like
does.
in Revenge of the Nerds, remember?
Yep.
When the dad's going 35, it's like, hey, Lewis, why don't you go to 38? Look dangerous. Dad, no! Anyway, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So it's Devils Kings tonight.
Yes.
Devils have their home woes right now.
Oh, do we?
They're 1-1 technically, but boy, the last game against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Tuesday night,
Not good.
it felt like
it felt okay. It was okay. It was
felt
okay.
like a loss, even though it was a very well-played game. Shorts Guy, I don't know. I'm positive. I know a lot of Devils fans are just jumping off a bridge over that game, but I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it wasn't like when we were here against the Blues, a 4-0 loss and 4-0 loss in Tampa. So I'll take a 1-0 or a 2-1 overtime loss. I'd rather a win, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone's saying. I mean, our goaltenders played well in that. Our goaltender, played well. I mean, it was a 2-1 loss, but it's not we weren't shut out, we weren't blown out. I'd much rather the win. But if you're looking at positives here, we weren't shut out, we weren't blown out. But we also didn't win, so...
Want to know something strange, Shorts Guy? I don't even know if we're on air. I can't... My phone's not working.
Oh, what a shock.
Yeah, what a shock.
What a shock.
The internet.
Yeah, I know.
You kind of need that to do this podcast.
Yeah, I know. I have the YouTube the YouTube link here. I'll bring that up.
Oh, okay. You got it? Okay, I got us on Twitch.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, now that makes me feel a little bit better. Maybe I'm not refreshing because I always like to get the comments.
There's a big question in the YouTube group from Joey B.
What's that?
Sam Wu, what's on the club level menu tonight?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I don't have a ticket yet. What I'm hoping to do is kind of find one at a non-premium price. I found out that Section 8 housing in Prudential Center is where all the food subsidies come from. So, yeah, I this is what I normally do because this is my little secret. It only happens to me, but everybody gives me free tickets. So now I play this like little game. How long do I wait before I go on?
By saying this, it's going to ruin your game.
Yeah, probably.
Joey B also asked, did you raid the dessert platter at the buffet in the club level when Matthew scored the overtime goal?
I'm not that fat. I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. All right? I'm actually not a dessert guy, believe it or not. I'm not a dessert guy. I'm a beefalytics guy.
You're a Sam salad guy.
I am. I love the wings here at American Whiskey. I love the margarita pizza with the salad on top here at American Whiskey.
AJ said we're not allowed to beat the game together.
Oh, yeah, because there's this losing streak going on. Yeah. Well, we had a guy here with the red jacket, the random red jacket.
I heard about that. I
think his name was Sean, and he was 2-0, and then suddenly I was like, about to text him, like, hey, we're up 1-0. All right. Keep wearing the jacket. And then I was like, I'm going to lose your number. You're one and done. You didn't bring us a win.
No.
Yeah. We do better when we get super chats. I know that for a fact.
That we do.
Yeah.
That we do.
Super chats helps the podcast, helps the New Jersey Devils. So
Helps everybody.
yeah,
Helps everybody.
definitely. So I don't know. When I think about the Kings, I'm still traumatized in 2012.
I'm not.
I
I'm over it.
haven't gotten over that one sequence where they should have called an icing, but instead they called a penalty, a big penalty against Bernier.
I know, but I hate pinning it on Bernier. I know, like everyone points to it because it's the low-hanging fruit of why we lost. I hate pinning it on him.
But it was the game changer. I mean,
yeah,
it
but you know
led
what
to
though? We had opportunities to win other games prior to that.
I don't look at it that way.
I'm too rational for you right now.
No, I look at it that the NHL's rigged anyway.
Yeah, you think everything's rigged.
Of course I do.
You think everything's rigged.
Of course I do.
Yep.
That Penn State game was rigged, I'll
Yeah,
tell
I
you.
heard about that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Kings redeemed themselves when they beat the Rangers.
Is that Casey?
It might be.
Is that Casey?
It might be.
Casey! Coming down to the bar is Casey with the food. Let's go to a camera shot to Casey.
He's too busy.
He's too busy. I guess he's too cool for us.
I guess so.
You don't see him on the camera anymore.
Now that he's serving food, too
yeah.
cool.
Casey, come back over here with some food because I'm hungry. Anyway.
The food was good here. I'd rather eat here than inside.
Oh, yeah. Inside, it's like a hit or miss.
It's a Russian roulette if you go eat inside in the Prudential Center recently.
If you eat inside the Prudential Center, it's either you're going to have a fantastic meal or you're just going to be dying of food poisoning 2 days later.
Yep, and I'm not taking that risk. I'd rather eat here, the friendly confines of American whiskey.
And since I'm a conspiracy theorist, I think the Devils have a problem with our podcast, with Beer Baron and I getting food poisoning.
Could be.
Could very well be. You never know. Joey B chiming in, thinking that way. Also, he says, shorts guy with the number 29 sweater, Jan Ludwig from the old-time Devils team. That is a famous number 29. There's also a good friend of the podcast, Grant Marshall, number 29.
Number 29.
Ward 29. Christoph Olawa. I'm friends with Skylar, his daughter. You know, Skylar and I were hanging out here the other night. He wore number 29.
I wear number 29.
Yeah. I got married to Mrs. Wu on the 29th, if that's worth it.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. What'd you think about that night?
It was a good time. Time. We all had a lot of fun. Arlette was there, sang you guys on your first dance. It was perfect.
And also, what people don't realize, there was a Devils game on that night, so we couldn't get the mascot there.
You would have.
Yeah, we would have. But if you go back in time, that season, that was the lowest attended Devils game throughout the entire season.
I guarantee you would have, if we had the podcast really kicking back then, you would have streamed your entire wedding.
Yeah,
we would have done a podcast from the happy hour.
Yeah, that was before the podcast. A few months prior.
Yep.
Before I went on a rant, you know.
Was it 2 or 3 more points? I can't remember, but you were like a psychotic Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. The Devils are 5 points out. 5 points out.
We should rebroadcast that one day.
Oh. I remember wearing the Mickey Mouse costume. I still have it, by the way.
I know you do.
And I'm like, now you tank? When you could have Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid, now you tank?
I know.
But the Devils got Nico Hischier out of it. I see Steve Tartas on. All right. Kings are a pretty good team. They're winning games. I don't know too much about them. I know they're good.
Yeah, they're one of those opponents we see once, twice a year. You know, this is the reverse side of this game is the one that Scotty gets to go to almost every season. We're seeing them here out east. You know, this is one of those odd games to where it's an opponent that we rarely see. We have history, you know, from 2012 at this point. So I can say there's history there, but other than that, it's not a game that we get to see, another team that we get to see often. So when they come into town, it's one of those things like, well, let's just get 2 points tonight. It's not a 4-point game like if we're playing a Metro Division opponent. This is one of those games. Just go out there. It's a team you don't see often. Markstrom though knows this team. Markstrom knows what it's like to play against this team, playing out in the West for so many years. So that could be an advantage to the Devils tonight. Markstrom in net, which I believe he is going to be in net, should have that advantage of knowing the Kings and is playing against them quite often.
Well, it helps that you had players that used to play in the Western Conference as well, like Paul Cotter.
Paul Cotter, too.
As well, some of the new blood on this New Jersey Devils team. But, again, last game, I thought it was a well-played game. I know Markstrom probably would wish he had that back on the goal that he gave that tied. But you know what? I thought he played pretty well. I thought the Devils got a lot of shots on goal. I thought they dominated most of the game. It's a matter of finishing, execution, and getting the job done.
Yeah. And that's one of those things, too. We only scored 1 goal, and it seems like goalies like to play really well against us. So
what is Joey B talking about? Did this just happen?
No, that's got to be someone else. We're going to have to look that one up. But goalies are coming into our building, especially, and playing well against us.
Yep.
That's actually the hallmark of that your team is doing very well, is that a goalie is going to get up to playing against you. And that's going to happen, and that's what we've seen. Stolarz played very well against us the other night.
He's a big goaltender.
He is a big goaltender. We got to find ways to score in those tough games, like against the Leafs. And in those games we've been shut out. So we're going to have to do that again tonight.
I met Stolarz when he was with the Phantoms, Lehigh Valley Phantoms, on Bill Clement's show. I met him. And he gave me his number or whatever. And I was like, yeah, we'll try to get you on, Jersey born, all that kind of stuff.
And we never did.
Never called me back. I still have his number. I was thinking of texting him during the game.
That's why he beat us the other day, because he didn't have him on.
Yeah. Steve Tarter says you need to get screens and get players down low. Too many of our shots are from the outside. Yeah, you know what? That's what I was talking about the other night. I think they need to drive to the net, not drive to the crease. You got to go all the way. Who cares about the goaltender? Take a penalty if you need to. You've got to establish positioning. You've got to establish a presence in the no-fun zone.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's one of those things where you're gonna have to battle for goals all the time. Joey B is telling us that there's a kid from Chatham playing on the Kings, which is pretty rad because Chatham is a pretty solid program in New Jersey high school hockey.
That was one of our rivals back in the day.
I can figure. I can imagine. They're one of the top divisions in men in there.
I believe it's either Chatham or Randolph. I forgot which team.
Both are very good.
I'm talking 30 years ago. They spray painted our school after they won or after. Yeah, I forgot which one. Max says that we all know the equations. We're going to prove you wrong tonight, Max.
I would love for that to be wrong.
You're going to be wrong because we did something different than any other home game. You know what we're doing? We're not sitting next to each other.
We are not.
So take that, Max.
We are not.
You think that we didn't think of these things before the game? Actually, it was by accident.
No, we didn't think about any of this.
You got a ticket. I was just lollygagging.
I poached a cheap ticket on online yesterday. So
yeah.
But yeah, Max, don't worry, Max. If you don't think that our in-person records don't bother me, I hate it. I really definitely hate it.
Yeah, and.
Come on, Brooke. We're not going to lose because of us.
No, it's because of you. Because without Super Chats, we don't win. I've already said this before.
You already said that before, yeah.
Anyway, is that a guilt trip way of getting Super Chats?
I don't know.
When you blame the audience, blame the donors.
Joey B played for Chatham. Awesome, Joey.
Oh, okay,
That's
Joey.
awesome, dude.
All right, well. Chatham. Remember Keith the Cop?
I do remember Keith the Cop.
He was a Chatham Township police officer.
And then how odd was that when we randomly saw his son here?
Yeah.
That was like, it was like, oh my gosh, you're drinking age now.
Yeah, you know Keith the Cop one time pulled me over? You remember that? We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off
Yeah,
air.
anyway.
I have the power of a super chat in my hands, by the way. I just got to figure out if we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just got a text from Max about it.
Yeah. See, that's the funny thing about this podcast. Not only do we see the YouTube live chat, but our fans text us as well.
Yep.
Actually, they're texting you. They're not texting me. But
Nope.
Whatever. I think Mrs. Wu is at home right now.
Okay. She's making sure you're not eating like garbage here, or is that my job?
That's your
We're
job.
unsupervised. We have no chaperone
Oh,
tonight.
I know. Well, the law offices of A.J. Visco for Shorts Guy not to turn his around.
Oh, man. Now we got a battle going on.
Yeah.
Now we have a battle going on.
Needs to bring in some holy water and sprinkle. I can't even read right now. Art Nunez.
Yeah, I would love to exercise the losing, Nunez.
You
I
know
would
what?
love to do that.
You know what? Ever since I ate that Taylor ham, we've been losing at home.
That's true. That's
If
I
you
blame the
can
Taylor ham.
get me a Taylor ham that's not rotten, spoiled, and won't make me sick, we will win tonight.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna get a Taylor ham sandwich here because that is just deadly.
Survey says this is a pity stream tonight.
A pity stream? Nah,
stream.
it's no.
You know what's really pity? And I'm going to embarrass him because he is fashionably late.
Vinnie
I normally
Parise?
don't do this. But, yeah, where are you, Vinny? I don't see you on
Seriously.
our screen. Like, Vinny, where are you?
Where's Vinny?
Where did Vinny go? I can't do this, Pocky. He's the one that actually knows.
I know. Well, I mean, and that's what I was just looking. I was looking at. So the Kings beat the Islanders, and Vinny brought this point up the other day. I forget which GGL it was that he brought it up. But teams that are coming out here for this swing in the metro area, us, the Rangers, the Islanders, they're beating the Rangers, beating the Islanders, and losing to us because he made mention of it with the Chicago Blackhawks coming out here this Saturday. So,
whoa! Devil's Wolf.
Another super chat. Love it.
Ow!
So we're really kind of hoping that maybe that trend continues to where the Kings beat the Islanders the other night.
Brooke Amanda with the super chat.
Look at that.
We're not friends anymore, Shorts Guy.
You haven't even given me a chance. Oh, come on, Brooke.
Whoa. Whoa.
My gosh.
That was a rough super chat.
That's a rough super chat. I'm going to have to.
I love the 1999, but that was a rough
I know.
super chat.
I know. Don't worry. I'll change that. Wow. Stephen Angle calling Brooke out there. So we're kind of hoping that trend continues tonight with these Western Conference teams that are coming out here, playing the local teams, beating everyone, and losing to us. That's what we want. And that's what we want to see happen tonight.
Yeah. Well, I hope the Devils win.
So do I.
I'm tired of doing these Devils after darks and losing, especially at home.
It's like a postmortem.
Yeah.
It's like a postmortem, and you're like, oh, we lost again, and everyone's pretty miserable. It's a lot more fun when everyone's here at American Whiskey after the game and having a good time because we won.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see the crowd right now, we got to pan out to the crowd.
Yeah, pan out.
Let me get that camera shot. We got some new bartenders. We don't know their names, but they're doing a great job here at American Whiskey at 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center, next to Championship Plaza. Also, I think we should announce
What?
that we're going to have beer for breakfast on Saturday.
Oh, yes.
Beer for breakfast on Saturday. And that's going to be, we're going to have breakfast sandwiches here. We're going to have Taylor ham here. We're going to have all sorts of eggs, sausages. I'm assuming that's going to be on the menu.
Well, we should find that out before we start announcing that.
We should get Frank the Tank here to let us know what's going to be on the menu. Is he around?
I don't think we saw him earlier. He's over there.
Oh, let's get Kevin. See, this is what we need to wave Kevin over wave Kevin over.
Whoa! Woo! There you go,
Oh,
AJ Visco.
The law offices of
AJ
AJ Visco. We may be entitled to compensation for watching that debacle last Tuesday against the Toronto Maple Leafs. AJ Visco does it again.
Vinny always misses these.
I know. Maybe there's a conspiracy there.
I think there might be.
All right, let me get Kevin's attention.
Oh,
But he's too busy. He's too busy talking to Frank.
yeah, we'll get him
trying to
over
get
here.
his-
Oh, here comes Frank. Let's see if we can get Frank on. He's checking things
Yeah,
out.
Frank, now he just walked away, Frank.
Whatever.
Oh.
We'll get him on after dark. We'll get him on after dark.
Yeah.
We'll be here after dark.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what's coming
There's
up.
something big going on Saturday. It's beer for breakfast.
It's a dry run for the 23rd.
The 23rd.
Our Festivus episode.
You mean, what do you mean hour? Because
My
I won't be here.
Festivus.
Yeah, you're Festivus. So I'm going to be griping about ESPN trying to make it a 1 p.m. Monday afternoon start. And you know that their announcers are going to be like, oh, not many Devils fans here for this
Yeah, I
game.
know.
I'm disappointed. Yeah, well, why don't you look at the scheduling, bozo? Anyway.
Yeah, well,
and
I'm
whoa,
Brooke
Brooke Amanda.
Woo!
Brooke Amanda outdoing the law offices of AJ Visco. Brooke Amanda, we're going to have to talk to her to see if we can plug anything that Brooke Amanda has, because she's now really putting her money where her mouth is right now to the podcast. And you know what? It shows that everybody wants us to win.
Yeah.
And Super Chats is how you do it.
Well, it'll get us to Utah.
Yeah, get us to Utah. Get us to, but it's not going to get Vinnie Parise.
Nope.
Again, where is Vinnie
Where
Parise?
is Vinnie Parise?
This guy.
Wow.
This guy. I feel like we were bamboozled. Oh, I'll be there, guys.
I'll
You
be
start
there.
without me. Okay. All right.
I just hope he's okay.
Yeah, you know what? I think we need to do some, is it called Amber Alert or something? Where's Vinnie Parise?
We
We're
could.
gonna we got to find
Where's
out where.
Vinny?
Where
Where's Vinny?
is Vinnie Parise? Did he text?
Yeah, because he's the one who knows all this stuff about the games that are coming up. You and I just kind of talk about stuff. But again, we got the Kings coming into town. They're coming in off of a victory. The Devils can do this. The Devils seem to play up to teams. And my hope is that they can do that tonight. And my hope is that the Devils can beat the Kings tonight. And I was really hoping that Vinny was going to be on, because we could talk about when him and I were at the game together last year against the Kings. It was the Devils' loss. I am sitting in a different section tonight, though, Sam, so that could help our efforts to get a win tonight. I'm sitting in a totally different section, not too far off from where I normally sit.
I'm trying to get in Section 8 housing.
I know you're trying to get in Section 8. I know. But we just need to get a win tonight. We almost had one with you in the rich section there.
Yeah.
But we have to. We definitely need a victory tonight.
Definitely. Well, I think we need to go to predictions.
I think we do. I think Vinny's kind of SOL right now, because I'm assuming Vinny is not going to show up. So let's start getting some predictions into the chat so we can start talking about them as we're going. Vinny is not in the club level buffet already. We would have known if Vinny was in the club level buffet. Vinny would have been here right now. I know that.
Because we would have announced to Vinny that that Vinny has eaten all the food. And I would not be getting Section 8 housing.
You would not be.
Yep.
You're still hoping for that.
Yep.
You are still hoping for that.
I definitely am.
So, Sam, I'll start with my prediction. So, the Devils are now, 2 losses in a row for us? That's not good. And we have to turn the ship around. And Chico has talked about us a couple times when being on, about the Devils being challenged. And my hope is the Devils get challenged tonight. And the Devils rise to that occasion. Markstrom is in net tonight, so that's going to bode well for us, especially with him having experience playing against the Kings. I'm going to say that the Devils win tonight 4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
Yep.
Oh. Why don't you read off these predictions? I have to think about
All right,
this
I'll read
one.
off these predictions. I'll get this chat going. So I said a 4-1 victory. Serve, sorry, I'm not reading that because I don't like it. Joey B says 4-2 Devils. Stephen Engel says 3-2 Devils in overtime. Let's see, other predictions. Let's start getting some more predictions to that chat. Max, let's see. Oh, Max was talking about 3 to 4 feet of water in Boston. Art Nunez believes it's going to be an 80s game, 6-5 Devils. Select the Boy says 4-2 Devils. Max says 3-1 Devils. Waiting for some more chats. I know Brooke's not put her chat there. There it is, 4-1. So she's matching me. Brooke is matching me in the chat. Any last minute chats for Sam gives his like 1 billion to 82. Sam, I think you're up.
8-6 Devils.
Okay.
8-6 Devils.
Oh.
It's going to be a run and gun offense.
Joey B just gave a Sam Wu prediction, 11-2 Devils.
Wow.
That is a Sam Wu prediction.
Wow.
All right, so Serv says 4-1 Devils. We've convinced him to change his
You guilt
prediction.
tripped him.
AJ Visco of AJ Visco Attorney at Law. 3-2 Devils. Thank you for the super chat, AJ. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you to everyone for the super chats tonight.
Yeah, Devil's Wolf.
Yes, Devil's Wolf. Thank you. I couldn't remember.
Devil's
Thank you to
Wolf.
Devil's Wolf.
The law offices of AJ Visco.
Oh, man. Max is trying to claim that Joey B is doing some copyright infringement on predictions here.
Oh, I know.
Oof.
You know what? The next time the Devils play the New York Rangers, we should call on the law offices of AJ Visco. Have you sniffed up some asbestos at Madison Square Garden? Did you lick the wall when you were a kid? When it was lead paint and asbestos at Madison Square Garden? You may be entitled to compensation.
Speaking of lead paint, my parents never gave me a Voltron action figure because it had lead paint.
Really?
Yep.
My parents gave me.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Huh?
Devil's Wolf, originator of the super chats for tonight, says 5-2 Devils.
Wow.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yep. Alrighty.
Well, I guess Vinny's not showing up. We were waiting.
Come on, Vinny.
We're waiting.
Where are you, Vinny?
Where
Look.
is Vinny?
Where is Vinny?
Oh, Vinny.
Come on, Vinny.
I'm going to text Vinny right now, see if he responds to us. Where is Vinny?
Yeah. Maybe we should put out an email blast on joinourcrew.com. Where is Vinny?
I know. Actually, everyone should go to joinourcrew.com if you have not yet done so, because we're going to have some announcements about early openings for American Whiskey on the next couple Saturday games, which are 1 o'clock. We have a Saturday game at 1 this week. I believe the Penguins game next week is 1 o'clock. And then the big game, the Festivus episode of Game Day Live and the Let's Go Devils podcast on the 23rd. And I even have some Ranger fans that are coming, some friends of mine who are Ranger fans that have some grievances to air about their damn team.
Wow.
And we're going to have some technology so people can air their grievances about the Rangers. Vinny claims he's coming.
He's launching drones, according to Joey P.
Oh.
Are you kidding me, Vinny? Are you the one? You know, it's actually kind of scary. I actually had 3 of them in my backyard, and they're fast.
Hey, you know what? I haven't seen any by me, but who's going to be up in Sussex County and look at the highest top of the mountain there?
You're not supposed to give out your strategic location.
I just said Sussex County. It doesn't mean anything. Could have been Sussex County, Delaware.
Oh. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Vinny apparently is going to show up, but do we want to give him another 2 minutes? We'll give Vinny 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll give him 2 minutes.
We'll give Vinny 2 minutes.
We'll stall for Vinny.
Yeah. It's Sam. I'm happy that it's a good atmosphere at American Whiskey tonight because this is what we need. Everyone's having a good time. I just want to come back here and have a beer in celebration when we do Devils After Dark. You should go to joinourcrew.com just in case we do our walkout like we've done the last couple games, which is a possibility. And then make sure everyone tunes in after the match game for Devils After Dark, because we'll have you and me and Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal discussing the game that was.
Yep.
My hope is that we're watching and talking about a fantastic Markstrom performance tonight and a Devils victory, which would be phenomenal.
Where's Vinny?
I don't know.
Is he on Central Time or something?
He is on Central Time, but it's obviously... Oh, whoa! Look who decided to show up.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Vinny, guess what? Guess what you missed?
What did I miss?
You missed almost $200 in Super Chats, my friend.
As a result of who?
As us. Of
Yeah.
us, of me.
Yeah,
Of
Vinny.
me. It was a battle. It was a battle over me. It was a battle. It was a battle between AJ Visco and Brooke Amanda over Shorts Guy.
Well, and not only that, now that you've appeared, now they want the refund.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I'm not as handsome as Shorts Guy.
Hey, not many can be as handsome as me. Thank you, Vinny. I
No,
appreciate that. But
no,
Vinny, you're
no,
close.
no.
You're close. You're close. But I
Yeah.
give the edge to me.
So,
Yes,
Vinny, what's your
absolutely.
prediction for tonight?
My prediction is this going to be a low-scoring affair. The Devils have been a little cold lately offensively.
Yeah.
They're still a top 10 offense. And the Kings are very stingy and they're very hot. They've been giving up very little amount of goals, especially on their 6-game winning streak that they are currently on. They have a lot of defensive-minded first forwards like Phil Deneau or Andrei Kopitar.
See,
Their
the
defense
knowledge
are good,
showed up.
big, mean.
The knowledge finally
And-
showed up.
And for what I lack in the face, I make up for in my brain.
That's not what Katie
Um,
believes. That's not what Katie thinks.
No, that's not what Katie believes. She thinks I'm good looking and stupid, so quite the opposite. Hockey fans think I'm ugly but smart. Katie thinks I'm good looking but stupid. But yeah, the Kings got a lot of defensive minded first players. Byfield's strong. I'm going to go 3-2 Devils. I think they can break through and end the Kings' 6-game winning streak. I'm happy that they're still on their streak.
Yes.
If they would have lost their most recent game, I'd be a little annoyed. Very hard to win 7 in a row in the NHL. The Devils are a good team. They're right there with the Kings in terms of the overall NHL standings. I actually think the Kings have 2 fewer points. So the Devils, a little bit of a skid, 0-1-1 in their last 2. It
Yep.
could be way worse. There are a lot of teams in the league that wish they were dealing with the Devils' struggles, that they've had over the last 2 games. So hopefully they get a big win tonight. 3-2, my prediction.
Yeah, before you came on earlier, I was talking about how you had mentioned in one of the last Game Day Lives how the Western Conference teams coming in here into the metro area are beating the Islanders and the Rangers, but then coming in here and losing to the Devils, which is what you're hoping that the Chicago Blackhawks do. That could be a potential thing for the Kings tonight, which anyone who's been listening to the whole show has already heard. But that's definitely a possibility because that's been the trend in recent times with the Western Conference teams coming here.
Absolutely. The Blackhawks took care of the Rangers. I was actually a little surprised. So I've been to every Blackhawks home game except one, covering them for the hockey news, obviously. So I see them a lot, so I'm excited to see them play the Devils on Saturday. But they have the Islanders tonight over in Belmont, so we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
If the Blackhawks beat the Islanders, they will come into their game against the Devils looking to win 3 straight since Patrick Kane was on the team. So
That's a long time.
they haven't
Wow.
won 3 in a row since then. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes between all these teams in the metro area right
Yep.
now. But it's going to be a good night. I'm excited.
Yeah, so am I, and I hope it's a better result than when you and I were sitting here against the Kings last year. That was not good.
Isn't that crazy? I was thinking about that today. I was like, I
Yeah.
actually saw the Kings at the Rock
Yeah.
last time they were there. So it was a 2-1 game. It was pretty
Yeah.
much expecting the exact same thing. A short-handed goal, I think Kopitar scored.
It was something
and then I
stupid.
can't remember who scored the Devils goal.
I don't
I'm drawing
remember
a
either.
blank.
You would remember more than I would.
Normally I remember these things, but
Yes.
I can't remember who scored the Devils goal for the life of me. But who
All I-
was
all
it?
I know is-
You know who it was? I do know who it was.
Who was it?
It was Tyler Toffoli.
Oh my!
It was
yes.
Tyler Toffoli.
There we go. Now back
Yep.
again on the West Coast for the Sharks. But yeah,
Yep, yep.
this is one of those games that should be a good game, and I'm really hoping that the Devils can stop their skid tonight. Sam's looking to get all the free food he can get over there, and once again,
Not free food, free salads.
free salads. Yes, Mrs. Wu. He's going to have salads. Sammy and I are unsupervised, unchaperoned at this Devils game. It could be a disaster. But Vinny, we need everyone to go to joinourcrew.com because we have some announcements coming up about open early hours for American whiskey over the next couple days, next couple games against the Blackhawks, the Penguins, and the Rangers. Which that is going to be a fun one against the Rangers.
Absolutely, and you're going to want to get into American whiskey early, so these are the things you need to do. You need to go to joinourcrew.com. Blackhawks early start, it's 1 p.m. out there in Jersey, so if you're there, you're going to want to be having a Bloody Mary at American whiskey before you head into the New Jersey Devils game. Bloody Mary and Crew Brew, both Devils themed for different reasons.
And Irish coffee. I'll have an Irish coffee on Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah, an Irish coffee, absolutely. You'll want that for the Blackhawks game. And then, for the Metropolitan games that are coming up after that, you got Sidney Crosby coming to town. The Rangers are going to be angry next time they're there. Devils got Jacob Trouba thrown out of town. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one.
Yeah, he was the problem, apparently.
I mean, for how much money he makes, maybe. But, we'll see how this goes. But, yeah, you're going to want to be signed up to joinourcrew.com. So in case Sam Wu needs to make me and Beer Baron plant the flagpole in a different part of a parking lot, you will be the first to know about it.
Yes. What do you mean, you and Beer Baron? You mean Katie?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Katie telling where you and Beer Baron to go.
Absolutely. That is correct. That is correct.
All right, Vinnie.
There's the music.
All right, well, I want to thank all the super chats.
Yes, thank
Devil's
you.
AJ Visco and Brooke Amanda for the wonderful super chats. Everyone tuning in. Till next time, let's go Devils.